Will tensions near the Strait of Hormuz make your groceries more expensive? Here's what investors and consumers need to know right now. Fertilizer shipments moving through this vital corridor are facing delays, rerouting, and higher costs. Even brief interruptions can ripple through agriculture because fertilizers and their key inputs flow in large volumes through the Gulf. This is landing at a sensitive moment, just ahead of key planting windows in several regions. When the supply chain blinks, the cost of growing food often rises next. Maritime risk has increased, so some shippers are adjusting schedules, seeking alternative routes, or pausing sailings while they reassess. Transit insurance is pricier for certain voyages, and that lifts freight costs on bulk materials like nitrogen-based products. The outcome is tighter effective supply, even if ports remain open. Inventories can cushion the shock for a while, but persistent delays push buyers to secure product earlier and at higher prices. Why does this matter for food inflation? Fertilizer is a core input. When its price jumps, farmers, co-ops, and distributors pay more. Those costs tend to pass through to crop prices and, eventually, supermarket shelves. Uncertainty itself can add fuel. Precautionary buying amplifies volatility. Extended delays can also force shifts to less optimal nutrient mixes, which may weigh on yields. Emerging markets that rely heavily on imports are especially exposed to sudden moves. Markets are watching closely. Traders are tracking agricultural inputs and shipping costs in real time. For central banks trying to tame inflation, a fresh uptick in food prices could complicate the policy path, especially where food carries a large weight in consumer price baskets. Equity investors should expect renewed focus on input-sensitive sectors. Farmers, equipment makers, and food manufacturers could see margin pressure if costs rise faster than prices. Fertilizer producers and firms with strong logistics or diversified sourcing may find support in tighter markets, though much depends on how long and how severe the disruptions become. What can you do now? Monitor freight rates and insurance premia in the region. Watch benchmark fertilizer prices like urea and ammonia, and listen for supply chain commentary in earnings calls. Keep an eye on planting timelines and the food component of inflation data. For portfolios, stress test input cost assumptions and diversify exposure across the supply chain. For households, expect some price noise and budget with a margin of safety. Read the full article at finlitica.com.